Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestlemania. That's Talitha. I'm Travis, and it looks like we have Postman Pierce starting the show off tonight. He's got a title belt standing next to him. Did they strip the title off of her?
I don't think so.
Why would she not have the belt on? Triple H likes to do weird shit.
Is it
let's
because...
put my belt on pedestal.
I think it's because Rhea stole it off of her or something. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Why does she have her butt cheeks hanging out of her pants? Like, seriously. What's going on?
Sick.
She's like, look how sexy I am. I'm a sexy bitch. I'm not saying it.
I see it. I can't unsee it.
I want you to see it more. I want her to turn around again, so you have to watch it some more. Anyways, we have a couple people in the chat. We have Chris, Aaron, Brandon, and Walter with us tonight. Hey guys, good to see you. Chris says, what up guys? Brandon says, Adam Pierce, calm yourself down. Chris also says, probably won't be watching Raw as I'm watching Final Four Championship. Let's go, you have each kick ass.
I saw that they beat Duke. Who are they playing? I was going to look it up.
Walter says, hey Travis, hi Daphne. Hello, Walter. How was your guys' weekend? Everybody safe? I heard there's a lot of tornadoes and flooding and horrible things happening in the Midwest/South of America.
Dang. No, here comes Bianca. Hopefully she doesn't have her ass hanging. Well, I don't know.
She doesn't have her ass hanging out.
Yeah, she could have her ass out.
Picolas down in the chat. Hey, Picolas is back. Good. Locking in for the long haul. CM Punk's still my goat.
Meh.
Walter says, Raw tonight, okay, at 9 I'm going. I'll be here Wednesday, 8 p.m. for AEW after Bingo.
And Bingo was his name.
Nice.
I think it's, CBS.
We have El Camarino Deportivo in the chat. Much love from Rory and PR. Well, it's good to see our Puerto Rican friend finally back in here.
Woo, so, woo. No shit. She
Glad you're
literally wrote her name on her. Like with bubbles. Like,
Bianca did?
Did you not see her chest?
I did not look at her boobies.
Trust me, you're not seeing anything.
Well, I know she doesn't have boobies.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. It literally is like if you took letters, cut them out of fabric, and did two of them, and then sewed them together and stuffed them. And then she has them across her chest. She's like getting deader and deader. How far dead would she become before she comes back to life?
Yeah. She's got such a weird persona now. Oh. Oh my god. I think she's been hanging out with Naomi too much. Jesus fuck.
Oh,
You taking some, she's taking some pointers from Naomi and Seth. She's like, you know what? I like this idea. I'm gonna make my outfit as weird as I possibly can. Congratulations, Bianca. You did it, girl. You totally made your outfit weird. Anyways, Chris also says we play in Florida Gators. Pickle says the weekend in 2025 in Minecraft reportedly made $300 million in the U.S.
Nice.
I could see that.
Yeah, Duke had like a 90% win percentage, like with just like 2 minutes left. And they blew like a 9-point lead or something.
Minecraft was very, made more for children, so I could see kids wanting to go see it. Has Jack Black in it. It's Minecraft. It's just made into a live-action show.
I thought we were talking about the video game.
It is about the video, but a live-action movie.
Right. So Io just doesn't belong. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we have this great match, but why is she there?
awkward.
Right?
Piccolo's like, hey, so what do y'all think about Swerve and the Booker T beef going on?
Okay, so first of all, I have no idea what it's about. I just saw Swerve last night say fuck Booker T, and I thought that was the weirdest thing. I'm like, why would you not like Booker T?
Like he said it, on their pay-per-view?
Yeah, well, right after.
Mm. Do we know what the beef is, Piccolo? Are you going to tell us about the beef?
What the fuck? This dude's dressed like a diva singing the national anthem, maybe?
I don't know what he's doing, don't care. He's probably just some guy, and I think, but he's throwing vibes of Freddie Mercury vibes a little. Not a bad thing, just weird. Piccolo says after the pay-per-view, Swerve was talking to the crowd and said, F Booker T. Okay, so
Yeah.
It was after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was right after.
Chris says, and I think Chris is able to say this. Chris says, can I even say, I don't know if I can say it. I don't know if I can say it. Can I say that?
No, you shouldn't say that.
Okay. Chris has some words to say that I don't think I should say.
Yeah, he's calling Booker T a raccoon.
Because of his favoritism, like to dumb Roxy, and he doesn't appreciate black wrestlers. So that's the thing going around then, huh, Chris? I mean, who are the people that are saying it, I guess? Like, is it wrestling fans or like...
Rhea's in it.
She don't care. She's like, I'll sign it. I'm going to throw it at your face.
Should have kicked her. Why is she there again? Go away. Does she not get the point?
People says Swerve is keeping it real, I guess. He wants to put Booker in a... I know I can probably say this one.
Oh, Lord.
Uncle Tom category.
That's
saying
fine.
he would do anything to kiss Vince's ass and let him be a clown and BS during his WWE career. Chris is like, those aren't my words, though. I'm not saying they are, Chris. I just said...
No, you're
they're
telling
your
us.
chat words. You're just telling us what people are saying. It's fine. Feels like, dang, y'all. What? Feels like, yeah, Swerve was given the pink slip early in WWE because I guess he didn't play well with creative. Couldn't imagine. That's what happens when you get an attitude. There are other wrestlers that have learned that lesson the hard way, too.
Judgment Day. So Braun Breaker, Penta, maybe.
Chris says lots of other wrestling podcasts are saying it.
Uh,
So they're actually saying that. They're like coming out and saying
the words.
Or is there proof behind it? Is there facts behind this going on? I mean, I understand that Booker T does give a little bit of favoritism to certain people, but I'm talking about the other stuff that they're saying. Like, is there factual stuff behind it?
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to take a side, but let's look at it this way. Booker T is a man, a full-grown man, and he's been training Roxy since she was like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you even question anything about him when obviously he's loyal to someone that he's taught? I don't feel like that's Uncle Tommy. That's your friend.
Kind
That's
of creepy a little bit.
Well,
It's a little creepy that she's so young and he's all like
I don't
all up in his... She's amazing. She's the most amazing thing that's ever. And it's like, dude,
Yeah, but
I know it's
talk
because
about...
you think that you made her, but dude, she's not that cool.
But he doesn't talk about how sexy she is or anything. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going, oh, she's so sexy tonight. Like the other, like Valcor, when she goes and does her moves, he is like he's humping her. He goes, as she's... have you seen her move where she bounces their heads in the ground with her butt?
Mm-hmm.
That. Loser!
Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie, good to see you tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us and joining us. No, it's really late for you. Appreciate it. Robbie says, Heidi ho. Heidi ho, gang. Wow, a triple threat. Darn, would you look at that? Yes, they are saying it. Chris is right. And Chris says, yes. It's a natural thing lots of channels and wrestling have been saying. He doesn't want other black wrestlers to succeed out of WWE. Well,
could it be, without being weird, could it be because he works for and basically dedicated the last 23 years of his life to WWE?
Maybe even more than that.
No, before that. He would have been in WCW before that. He was a WCW.
You know, I feel like... Okay, so we all know there's three sides to every story, right? There's Booker T's side, there's the other side, and then there's the truth of all of it. What we don't have is the truth. Like, we don't have what's really happening. So, or Swerve side of it, whatever, however you want to say it. Booker T's side, Swerve side, and the truth, right?
Right. Well, first of all, there might not be a truth because it's opinions.
Well, that's what I mean. But, I mean, so they're saying that there has to be something that happened in order for this person and this person to act this way. So if we don't know what the thing is that's supposedly making these people act this way, then we don't really have a say. Like, calling people names and... I mean, great, you know, I have my own opinions about people, but... And I have my own opinions about Booker T, by all means. But I also have my opinions about Swerve. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't a good team player. I wouldn't be surprised if he did cause problems in the locker room. If he did get his way. He probably has that type of personality. Probably a little bit of a narcissistic personality. Would not be surprised at that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's really none of his business what Booker T does.
Yeah.
And why would he care if...
Is it making his career in AEW not move forward?
Like, if I'm somebody like Booker T, like Triple H, or somebody that's loyal to a company, and I'm not including Vince on this, because I think Vince actually, when he lets people go, wants them to succeed and come back better. I truly believe that, like Drew McIntyre did. He's like, look, you're not doing it here. Go find yourself, and then when you come back, you're gonna be a stud.
Right.
But people that work for a company, it's not unusual for them to be loyal to said company. So why would you, like, want someone else outside of your company to succeed? I mean, I personally...
And it doesn't matter that Swerve was there before. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
No, he's...
I mean, if he's changed, he's changed. But that in all reality, why would Swerve give a flying crap what the fuck Booker T says, does, or thinks? Because he's in a spot now where he's won a championship, a main championship, has been the face of a company for a while.
Yeah.
And is being pushed beyond means that he probably never would have seen in WWE ever, possibly. Why would you pick that fight? Why? That makes no sense. Anyways, Chris says, oh, yeah, I call Stephanie Valcour's move the lowrider. And then Pico says that would be a lowrider I'd hop in.
Right.
Yes. Wouldn't you all?
The old hydraulics.
Chris says it could be that, but I think it's also because Booker wants to bring others down because he wasn't pushed against Triple H in that world title match at Mania, so ever since then, Booker has been like this.
Right.
So he was never, ever, ever pushed for a world title, like, ever in his whole career of being a wrestler.
He won 5.
Stop. You guys need to stop.
That's why he's 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. He might actually won 6, but I think it was 5.
This sounds like the lamest pissing contest I think I've ever heard. Like... Fuck off. Like, seriously? Oh my god, you guys. Stop. That's the lamest thing. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, Pico says politicking happens more than you know. I'm sure the people that get pushed obviously look out for number one. As they should. It's their fucking jobs. Like, you guys ever been in a job where you're pushed to the very front of the line of everybody else, and you're put in the biggest spotlight ever, and you're supposed to perform like a monkey or whatever, and make that company look good at all times, no matter what you do? You ever been in those situations? It changes people. It really changes people. And you have people that can handle that kind of stuff, and you have people that can't. And most people who can't know they can't. And they are well aware of their quote-unquote shortcomings when it comes to things of that nature. And so they will not ever pursue, quote-unquote, as I call it, leadership material. Because that's what a champion is a leader of your company. And he or him is your face and your mouthpiece. And the person that people go, hey, have you heard that so-and-so's the champion of wrestling right now? And if you...
And he lost last night anyways. But...
Well, I don't care. I'm just saying that, of course they're going to look out for number one. Because it's like in any other job that you have, that's what you're going to do. Because you sure the fuck aren't going to worry about your goddamn fucking friend over here because you got a fucking promotion and they fucking didn't. What did you do right that they didn't?
Right.
Who cares? Like that, they're supposed to look out for number one. That's human nature.
We do have a women's match going on right now for a title. I have a feeling that this is going to have a crappy ending and we're going to get a three-way.
Ooh, who's gonna come in and mess it up for...
Who's in this? Who's been fighting Bayley and Valkyria?
Which one is this one?
This is the Intercontinental Championship.
Liv or Raquel? The Judgment Day people have been after it. I thought.
Yeah, but they have a match at Mania.
Oh, okay.
A tag team match at Mania.
I'm trying to think if somebody else has been fighting with Bayley.
I think.
Roxy.
Unless I had a dream. Yeah, Roxy. That's who it's going to be.
You're garbage butt girl.
Oh,
no, not her nose.
Her nose broke. Oh, she
God,
missed her.
Jesus.
She missed her. Oh. They just rolled with it.
Tried to.
Bayley's so good at that stuff.
Pico says are even better the clicks that are formed. Okay, another guy. Hall of Famer. And speaks his mind is Mark Henry. He is on Busted Open and is respectful about the business and at the same time speaks out about the current product.
Right?
Great. He also has worked for both products.
True.
He's worked for both. He's worked for AEW and he worked for WWE. So he actually has a better middle of the road understanding of what's happening and has happened in both companies. Maybe not new stuff that's happening so much at WWE because he just kind of came back into that because of his kid. But in all reality, he has an idea of how things are ran in each side. So it makes sense that he would be that way.
What is this? What am I watching? How's this a move? Huh.
Where?
That doesn't even... She's gonna pick her up, isn't she? Agonizing agony. Oh, she's swinging her. Little Irish swing. I wondered if she was also trained by Finn Balor. She got a little Finn Balor in her.
Maybe. Chris says, yeah, at least I have leads in the Asuka situation. Oh, not so much in this Booker T situation. I still think the stalker is Gulia, by the way. That's terrible, Chris. I don't think it would be another wrestler and then have them be okay with it.
Is Gulia...
She's injured.
A gay? Asuka could do worse. I mean, Julia Gulia's actually got a really pretty face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-oh, crossbody.
Robbie's like, Bailey, not messing about. Robbie also says Mark Henry does DJing these days in nightclubs. Well, good for him, if that's true.
That is so funny. Can you imagine? They're like, I'm going to tell the DJ he's fucking stupid. This is trash.
And then he calls himself his nickname the Chocolate Man, or whatever the hell he was.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. I kind of called him Chocolate Man, too. It was pretty funny.
Just stand up and be... You'd be like, oh, fuck. Nope, this is great music. No complaints on my side. You're like 6'4" or 3 or something. 300 plus.
Nicole says, I would love to hang out in a set. The Bailey set?
Yeah, she doesn't have a bad set.
Bobby says, this is a decent match. And Chris says, LOL, and it just so happens Gulia shows up at an NXT house show this weekend. Oh no. You're funny, dude.
Poor Asuka. She can get no peace. I need to watch one of these things one of these days.
You want to watch the Naked and Afraid one where the lady doesn't have any legs?
Nope. What the fuck? Jesus. No. So she's just rubbing her vagina naked on the dirt? I don't even want to visualize it, let alone watch it. God, I am so phobic when it comes to people without legs.
So I want to see if I can find that advertisement for it again. It came up when we were watching some. It was Naked and Afraid's new season, and she has no legs.
But does she wear tink tinks or anything? Shit.
No.
Shit.
No. Robbie's like, yes, I've seen videos on Instagram. I don't know what he's saying he saw videos of. What'd you see videos of? The Naked and Afraid lady? Okay, well, let's look her up.
No.
Naked and Afraid. Newest.
When do those start? Like in the fall? Is that when they start? Those shows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got Bailey in there with Valkyria. I think this is a commercial for everybody else.
The season just premiered Sunday, March 9th.
What day are we on?
New contestant Mandy, a double amputee, will be featured in the premiere, competing in the remote jungle and dense rainforest of Belize.
Oh, wow. They're down south.
All right. Let's see. We want to see videos.
Oh, shit. Bailey, you gotta beat her in the ring.
Let me turn it down.
She did. She drop kicked her through. Is that her?
Yep.
They're just gonna drop, like, get out. Take your clothes off and get out. Sounds like a terrible initiation. Some little tink things there. Nope, here it comes. What happened? Like
I don't know
military
anything
thing?
about her life. I'd have to look her up. She's probably telling it, but it might have music, so I didn't want to turn it on.
Yeah, it did. Like, I get with the, like that, with the legs, but how's she gonna do it like that, but naked?
Could you imagine?
I like that she
if
does.
you were
That's
just out there in the
Kilimanjaro.
middle of the night.
That's Kilimanjaro.
If you were out there, it's in the middle of the night, and you're just minding your own business, so some naked amputee lady comes running at you, but she can't. She just...
I don't know if I would run, laugh, or start crying. Yeah, that's... Is this what we saw, or is this something that you saw?
I just saw her on the previews. This is like, it's from a video from Discovery.
What's happening? Just getting dirt all up in it. Wouldn't it be sticky? I don't know how that works. I don't have one. I know that people like don't even like to do stuff on beaches because they get sand in it and stuff. She's just rubbing it in the dirt. Not trying to be a dick. I mean, why can't she wear tink tinks?
Because that's
no,
considered clothing.
Bullshit.
She can't have anything that would be considered that she could use as like a weapon or anything. You can't have anything. You have to survive. You have to do survival stuff. I'm surprised they let her have gloves.
Huh.
Anyways.
She's gonna have a whatever that's called. A callous butt.
It's pretty cool that she did go up to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro without
awesome.
her tink tinks on.
Awesome. Love it.
I don't know what she...
That's Grant Hill. They got him. They probably paid him before last week.
It was a
or Saturday.
accident. She was struck by a locomotive near a bar. So she was probably drunk, just wandering around.
Can't understand how people get hit by trains. I honestly, you have to stand on the tracks to get hit by it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're off to the side, I mean, I guess you could get kind of like...
You get nicked.
Nicked by it or pushed off. Or...
But I'm just saying, it's not like it can swerve to hit you. It can't accidentally hit you. The only way to get hit by a train is to be on the tracks. Now, granted, a train could derail and cars could fly everywhere and you could be in your house and get hit by a train. You like that.
Yes.
But to be hit by a train in its natural state has to be your fault. It can't be a train's fault, right?
I wouldn't think so.
Like, I've had, I've known 2 different families that have had deaths from trains. Like, terrible deaths. And both of them happened the exact same way. At the exact same crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Valkyria is going to have to tap out. Bailey's too heavy. It's going to break her back.
Robbie's like, come on, Bailey, don't get fucked over.
She's going to.
And Pico says,
Roxy's going to fuck her.
that's resilient. That has got to be rough.
Roxy's going to fuck her.
Oh, yeah, definitely, dude. I think it's cool that she's done so many things.
Oh, she went down to her knee. That's a lion tamer. Oh, she let her go.
Well, she wasn't doing what she wanted to do, so she's going to have to do something else to her.
Oh, look at that, and she gets pinned. In a fruit roll-up, because she let go of a move.
She got fucked over, Robbie. She got fucked over.
Yeah.
Robbie and Pico are not happy. They're both upset.
I think we're all upset about this. But, I mean, Bailey doesn't need that title.
I expected, like, you for somebody to come out and then just have, like, a weird disqualification thing or something.
Right. She had it scouted.
As Piccolo says, come on, what a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Literally.
The perfect plex. This is definitely a Triple H girl because nobody cares about her, right? This Valkyria.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. Like, I think she's fine. It's just that gimmick, the ostrich or whatever she is. It's just, it's not gonna. It's never gonna go anywhere.
Bird lady thing.
Mm.
Like vulture or whatever the fuck she is. Trim. Mm-hmm. Tell her, Bailey. Bailey, you need to be going back
Come on,
to... Oh,
Bailey.
come on, no!
What the fuck?
Fuck
Belly
that.
to belly. Belly to Bailey. Bailey to belly.
Beat her up!
No, she didn't.
God damn it.
What?
That's a bunch of crap.
Bailey, you suck.
Bailey, you need to go back to your ponytails and your hugging and shit like that, and then if
Be
you're
the
going to be a
ding-dong.
wacko like this.
Oh, with the blow-up dolls?
Yeah!
Yeah.
If she's going to be all pansy-ass shit like this instead of who she really should be.
They put intergender battles on the video game. That's stupid. Hey, look, that's that guy. The machine. Yeah. Why does he have a shirt on? I don't
The
like that.
machine!
Right. Americana. Damn. We get a C. It's probably the best luchador I've ever seen. I actually don't like luchadors. But looking forward to it tonight. Oh, look. They're tearing their shirts off together. Let's fuck with them now. Oh, yeah.
You're like my Otis now.
I'm gonna rip my shirt off.
Ah.
Tomorrow night, 6-man tag team match.
Why do they have masks on?
Because they're in the dark state.
It's weird.
Dude, this America Grande guy.
He's gonna fuck them up.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna show them where the flag is and shove it up where it don't shine.
Sideways. Turn it sideways and shove it right up their candy ass. It's gonna be nuts. Sometimes following the evidence isn't enough. Final four. It's not the final four, it's the final two.
This is the end of the end?
This is it. Florida versus Houston. I
feel like this is a joke. Like somebody's like, I know what we should do.
I bet you no one in the world picked this bracket.
That's what I mean. They're like, I know how we're going to play it out this year. Nobody will ever guess. We're going to have these guys win. What? Yeah. It's going to be hilarious. Joke's on them.
The Florida Gators. No Tim Tebow tonight, though.
No.
No Tim Tebow.
Why?
Guess he played football like 20 years ago. I think that was her last championship.
Doesn't he do
He was a quarterback in football.
Doesn't he do talking for a
Probably
company or something? Commentating or whatever the fuck they're called? I don't know what they're called. Robbie's like, Bailey got done dirty.
Yeah, she did. Like that girl, the amputee. Just getting done all dirty. Got hit by a train.
Oh, locomotive.
That sounds cooler, I guess. It does. I would rather say locomotive than train.
Hey, bitch, what were you doing to be able to get hit by a locomotive? Weirdo.
Was she tied to the tracks? I've seen that. Like, there's these criminals.
Just her legs?
Yeah, they wear these masks right across here. And then they tie them to the tracks. Maybe she crawled so far.
I don't think so.
Then it was...
Peeking over the fence, putting up a fence.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I don't know what neighbors they have. But...
The people who I've ever seen that like to be nudists are not what you want to be nudists. Mm-hmm. Let's put it that way. If it was a Playboy Mansion,
yes,
that'd be a different story. Those kind of nudists are different. Now, question I have. They're on their own property. They're out there. And they are just doing their own thing. You're on your property. And they're for everybody to see. Would that be considered you being a peeping Tom and a pervert?
No. No, they have to, you can't have like a chain link fence. You'd have to have a wooden fence.
Well, they would. They'd have to put up a fence,
That's
right?
what I mean, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have to. I mean, you know. I mean, you probably would, but...
You could, not you, but a person could put their wood through the fence, like through a knot hole. Get some action from the nudist. Because obviously nudists are whores.
Are they?
I don't know. Is
that what we're going for now?
We're planning this whole... They all look like Playboy Mansion bunnies, and they're all whores. They just, any penis, doesn't matter.
I mean...
This is a wholesome family show.
We've never said that it's a wholesome family show, ever. We have warned people multiple times. Swearing, lots of weird talking.
Logan Paul,
Lots
AJ
of
Styles,
sex
A
talk.
for Apple, J for Jalopy.
We just try hard not to, like, say things that I could get in trouble for.
right? You're like, can I say that? Absolutely not.
Well, I didn't think so. Why I asked? I'm like, I don't think I should say that.
Hey, did Jackie Redmond get her boobies done?
I don't know, either that or she just
Got a bra that says
wearing them with whatever things.
the side cushions.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go outside.
You probably do, because the dog are being weirdos.
He won't stop. That's the... Like, even the little dog stops. But Argus won't. He doesn't understand the concept of stopping.
Poor guy. He just doesn't know.
Yeah.
Robbie says he never did watch AEW pay-per-view, fell asleep. I don't blame you, dude.
Dude, I missed the last 2 matches because I forgot I was watching it.
That's funny. I had a show on and he got probably sucked into it. That's what really happened, guys. Sorry. That happens sometimes. I'll be watching something, but he's like, I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to watch what I'm going to watch. It's like, okay. And then he'll start watching what I'm watching, and then he's invested. And then it's like, oh, shit. AJ Styles is back with Chris Cross talking. A little Scarly and Chris Cross.
You want anything?
I do, but I don't know what, so don't worry about it. The LWO people are out there. Pico's like, what were you watching? I was just... Pico, I wasn't watching anything great. I was just watching a show called called Cold Case. But it's the fake show. Not like real, like, mystery things. Just a fake show. I'm on the last season of it, so I was just trying to finish it up and had some time. So I was just watching it. I hadn't seen the whole thing. I'd only seen, like, some episodes of it as time went on. I was like, I should just watch that whole season, that whole series. And, Travis tends to get a little bit involved sometimes. People says, did you say you had Paramount Plus? I do have Paramount Plus, yes. We do have Paramount Plus. Or I was just watching it on Max because I have that. Robbie's like, what a great next match. Sure, buddy. Sure. Journalism. Oh, people says, Happy Face show is okay, but it's missing, like, the kills. It's just a lame back and forth with Dennis Quaid and his daughter. Oh. That's no fun.
Did Sophie ever come into our chat?
Nope.
Oh, wonder if she's okay.
Probably.
Why?
Probably just in somewhere else or something. Another one, or doing mods in another show, or being on another thing or whatnot.
Yeah, but she still always stops by.
Yeah. Well, we aren't quite an hour into the show yet, so there's time.
Your time.
Your time.
Like John Cena? Because his time is now.
Mm-hmm. Robbie's like, this match is all junk, no funk.
No,
Oh, well, you know.
Who's wrestling?
Pickle's like, is everything okay?
Who's wrestling?
American Made.
Oh, yeah.
The dudes with El Grande Americano guy,
Did
and
they
then
say
the
from the Gulf
LWO
of
guys
America?
without Rey Mysterio.
Did they say Gulf of America?
I don't think they said. I don't know what they said. I wasn't really listening. Sorry. Pickle, is everything okay? Should we be calling an APB? Right? Yeah. Who knows? I'm sure the person known as Sophie in our chat is fine. I'm sure they're just doing something. Whatever something is.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Maybe. Robbie's like, Dee, how are the animals? Fine. Marcus is just old.
Outside trying to fight the neighbor dogs.
Really? Is that what he was doing?
You think so?
Alright, the little ones over here. Little corgis. He's funny. I'm surprised he even was paying attention that much to even care.
Oh, he does. Chickens were out.
You had the gate open?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did they clean up all that food, though?
I didn't see any.
You gotta be careful, that little guy will get in there and eat those bones.
Yeah.
And he's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Yeah. It just means, yeah.
Okay.
It's been known to be dumb.
So, basically, we didn't care, and...
What am I going to do about it? Time machine.
Well, I mean, you could have, before you let him out, cleaned up any bones that you saw or something.
I looked. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, you probably already took him and chewed all on him and shit.
As it's, you know, a foot deep of straw.
Maybe. He's
What is
not... You can totally smell, you know.
Not what I'm saying. I'm saying for me to see. Wait, Houston was a 1 seed? So there are 2 1 seeds playing each other?
I don't think so. I think they lie and change that.
That's cool. That doesn't happen very often. Maybe people did pick Houston, I guess.
I don't know.
I mean, they're crushing Florida right now.
Chris, are you in the chat still? Was Houston really good this year? Were they a 1 seed throughout the whole time, or did they get moved to a 1 seed after they beat somebody in the playoffs?
Why are these kids shooting it from like half court? Like, get in there. That's a high percentage shot.
And then fall down and get a foul. And cry about it. Robbie says, I think your stream is lagging. It keeps buffering.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not the buffering. Well, that should be fine. This one?
No.
That one.
It says excellent.
Says we're fine. Maybe it's your crap. Maybe your internet's being stupid. Ours seems to be fine. It's a possibility it could be YouTube. It could be on your end. It could be anything. It could be your internet. Ours doesn't seem to be doing anything weird.
Nope.
All of our stuff is running perfectly fine and normal.
Zero drop frames.
Yeah. Maybe your internet's trying to tell you something, Robbie. Maybe they're down throttling your internet so you guys can't have internet anymore. Oh no! He got him. Oh, bummer.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, flying!
El Grande.
Pico's like,
Americana.
thumbs up on my end. So Pico isn't having any problems. So it sounds like it might be an issue with your stuff, Robbie. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, it's a British Isles problem.
Could be your internet, could be your YouTube, could be anything. Could be you need to restart your device. Who knows? I don't know.
Jobber falls off the top rope. He didn't even jump. Usually dudes jump. Who's scared? So he'll just fall forward.
I don't know what to do. Maybe he won't catch me.
There goes. Over the top. Luchador Grande. So good. Look at that. He's so talented. For a little guy.
I was like, when I set it to 480p, then it works. Yeah. That sounds like something's, your internet's being stupid.
Why is it throttled?
That means your internet's being dumb, dude. Sorry. Robbie's like, I don't think it works with you having it on 1080p. I don't know. It works just fine for some people.
I can do 4K after Saturday. Probably could do it now, but with that computer, I'm sure it's good enough.
Not the bodies. Oh no, that one's broken.
They just literally tackled each other. Like, hugged each other and went down with the ship.
There's a body. There's bodies everywhere. Here, there.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
People said, should Randy do a Max Caster and have an open challenge at WrestleMania? Right? Oh, what a weenie.
Oh, yeah.
That was the fakest shit ever.
That's vaginal juice everywhere.
What a... Dude. Lame.
Is his name Tugler?
Yes. Yeah, Tugler.
That's an interesting name.
An interesting last name. Robbie's like, other lives, I checked, it works.
Oh, what's he? Oh, he loaded his mask. He loaded his mask.
Oh, no.
It's loaded. He's got a loaded mask. Rey Mysterio needs to mind his own business. He's done. He's out. Okay. Come on, Grande Americano.
Not the dragon guy trying to do it.
Oh my god, that's so disrespectful when they try to demask them.
Yeah. They don't like it when people do it to them. Why would they do it to another
Oh,
one?
shit!
Oh, no.
That's awesome. Americ Grande wins. El Grande Americano.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
He had a lot of help from that guy helping him get a springboard up, though.
This LWO needs to go. It's time. I think it's over. Yeah, well, he was nosy. Anytime you get nosy, your big nose.
Chimichangas in the chat. Hey, Chimmy says Thunder Rosa is going to throw a tantrum over old Grande Americano. Yeah?
You know what? It doesn't matter what she does because he's better than she is, and he knows it. He's from the Gulf of America. The Gulf of the Americas.
Yeah.
South America, Central America, North America.
All the Americas.
It's that Gulf.
Given all of it, the Americas. Classic rap songs from Michael Cole. What?
Michael Cole's going to give us a rap. He's going to drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
What is it, the McAfee show? I'll be okay.
What the fuck? Weird. Anyways, Robbie says the Americas, lol. Yeah, the Americas. All the American continents. So amazing. Barf! Jimmy says she said the feud between Eddie and Lesnar was racist and disrespectful. Oh. Did she?
Because he cheated to win.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then, yeah. Then I guess we can say that it was disrespectful and racist. Congratulations. I was like, the only rap Michael Cole knows is a chicken rap. Like W-R-A-P?
Yeah.
You forgot your W on the rap, Robbie.
No! Beat him bloody. I did not watch any of this Raw last. And then he beat him, and then he handcuffed Jade in the corner and kept beating him.
Pico's like, buffalo chicken. A buffalo chicken wrap. Robbie says, we quibble over terms. You say tomato, I say tomato, LOL. Cool. Sounds like we say it the same way.
Tomato.
No, tomato, tomato.
Tomato.
He didn't say it. He didn't spell it different. He spelled it exactly how you would say it, tomato. That's his bad. Jimmy says, in Gunther versus Jay main eventing either night. Well, since there's only one main event, and that's on Sunday night.
No. They're going to main event mid-card. They're going to be the mid-card main event. So they'll probably go on like second or third. Would be my guess.
Pico says, you ever watched the dog vids and they type dialogue for the dogs? They always say, Chimkin? Yes. Because they're dogs, and they don't speak a language but their own, which is not human. I was like, D, why do you always think bad of me? Because you're a tomato, according to your messages. I'm gonna kill you. That's why he's gonna win. Because of all this. Lame. Oh, it's like mid-card, more trash. Yeah, basically. All the trashness.
Yeah, some trash.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Did he just say smell it?
Yes, he sure did. He sure did. At least it wasn't the bottom half. I think that'd be gross. And the top half, okay, you know. I mean, I don't know what kind of smell would be there. You know,
chlorine,
lotion, chlorine, maybe
tanning
perfume,
lotion.
tanning lotion smell. But it's the only thing I can give him credit for is at least the bottom half. Good God. Oh boy. Fucking Family Feud. Yeah, lock it. Lock your front door. Lock it all up.
Better than CSI. That shit's on still.
Is it back?
Did it leave? Hey, that's what's her name? Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah. She was in like the last season of it, but I don't know if it's still on or not.
Must be. CSI Vegas.
No, it's just reruns.
Sundays at 11.
Not crime scene investigation show. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Ah, you guys gotta talk more or something. Come on. Yeah, he's gotta show the world and stuff. What are you doing?
She's trying to pitch her bad guy, Kelly.
Cool.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm actually waiting for the wrestling to come back on and waiting for people to fucking talk in the chat and just sitting here being
What about the
bored out of
national
my mind
championship game? We got Florida versus
nap.
Houston, and Houston's crushing them.
Yeah, by 2 points.
Yeah.
We lost Chris in the stuff.
Oh my God, did you hear that?
What state?
Yeah, what state would sell for the highest? If America had to sell a state, what state would sell for the highest?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
That seems like a good state to sell. What kind of state is it? A state of greed? A state of...
Las Vegas, it's up there. Nevada?
Nah. California, Florida, definitely ones to sell. Just because of ports and where they're located at. Yeah. Of how high and stuff they are. Mm-hmm. And we can...
It'd be California would be
protect ourselves from it, basically, I guess.
New York City would be probably A, and then California... Or New York would be A, and then California would be B. Although California is bigger and prettier. But with all those buildings already built and Trade Center and all that.
No, that guy has got problems. His heart's giving out. What?
Jason's in your house. The item to your left is your weapon.
The cat bed?
I was thinking
a box?
Maybe some
a book?
Maybe some pencils.
Stab him in the eyeball? Oh, my pens I didn't put back. Let's not put those back. Not very good. Not very good weapons.
Hold on, Jason.
Robbie says, old lady, what's the matter? Are you mad? Richie looks awkward, then clenches his fist at her. Do you want some of this? Do you? 'Cause you're gonna get it, you're gonna get a right load of this right up your bracket. Right load of this right in your face. He chases the now terrified old lady out of the shop. Richie, that's right, run, go on, just like you did at Goose Green, RG.
Uh-oh, I think this is
I don't know what
Bumper.
you're talking. Robbie, you put some weird shit in here. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I feel stupid for even reading it.
Gunther's gonna get beat up by Jay.
Probably.
You ready for some eating?
No.
You look like a yeeter right now.
Cool.
The yeeter of worlds.
I'm gonna yeet myself off a cliff.
Why'd you get depressed?
Oh, this is so boring. It's just so
Just pay
bad.
attention.
Nothing to pay attention to.
Watch the game. Look at Houston. They have 40% more points than Florida.
Robbie says it's a funny scene from my favorite comedy show called Bottom. Oh, that's cool. That sounds so funny. Sounds hilarious.
In the Uso Penitentiary.
Robbie's like, you have to watch it to see how funny it is. I'm sure you do. Those quotes sound like such great comedy.
Uh-oh.
Threatening old ladies with fists and stuff. It's hilarious. I laughed so much.
Uh-oh. Florida. Don't call it a comeback.
I won't.
This could be the greatest comeback ever if Florida comes back and wins this.
Yeah?
After being down by 40%.
Makes sense.
Okay, Houston's trying to get inside. There it is. Layup. The Uso Penitentiary. I gotta take my earpiece out. I can't sit there and listen to the yeetness.
Ugh, especially when they look like morons. So he says, hi, how was your weekend?
There she is.
It's great. How was yours? Robbie says the guy called Richie, he was Fred in the film Drop Dead Fred. Nice. So he says I heard a lot of negative reviews about the 5-hour pay-per-view last night.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine why people would have negative reviews about AEW's 5-hour pay-per-views. Seems so childish.
So bad. Old Gunther.
I don't think the people in this town really give a flying fuck about it. Not very many yeeters are happening all over.
Good. Did he get his hair cut?
Maybe. So they showed most of the arena, and the only people that were doing it were like in that one spot for a while, and like other people around them weren't doing it at all. And then they kind of panned over to the back, and like hardly anybody was doing it behind him and shit. Like, because everybody has their phones in their hands, so they can't. You know?
Yeah, it makes for bad video.
It's hilarious to me. It's like, oh, you want to do something where your hands are involved and you want people to go along with it? Good luck. People are so excited to have their phones up there to record the moment that they miss the actual moment. Fucking retards. Fucking people. So it says Raw being at its normal time has been good. Robbie says, D, these glasses that Uso has on, you should get a pair. No thanks. So he says, sorry I'm late. I was somewhere else. My weekend was okay. Not exciting. Sometimes those are the best weekends when they're not exciting.
Yeah. Nobody wants a lot of excitement.
La 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 la. That says lame, 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 lame.
He edited out Piggy.
Oh, that's fine. I don't need him. Bastard. Get rid of him.
Kofi.
Oh, Robbie says Gunther gonna kick the shit out of Uso.
I honestly, this is how I would book the match, and I am not kidding. I would have Gunther in the middle of the ring when the bell rings. Not this shit here, but when the match at WrestleMania starts. Then I'd have Jay walk up to him, and then I would have Gunther go around him, powerbomb him, and pin him. I'd have it last 11 seconds.
Yeah.
Like when Brock took the title from Kofi. Same shit. That place would go crazy.
If Gunther did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it would give you that
instead of making
value.
him like he's some weenie pants. And that this dumb fuck could beat anybody. Fuck off.
He's a tag team wrestler.
So
it is
damn
dumb.
lame. It's the dumbest fucking shit ever.
Are they still chanting yeet?
I have no idea.
No.
I'm not listening to a
They're
goddamn
not. It's
thing.
quiet. Jay,
Not listening to
Jay gonna do his weird cry talk thing that he does.
Probably. So he says a pay-per-view being 5 hours last night was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it is. Every time they do that shit. And there's like a 2-hour buy-in at the beginning of it.
So it's not just 5 hours. It's like 7.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie says, yeah, D, you can look as cool as Uso with them glasses. That's okay. I would rather look like a loser. Thank you. Sophie says, how does it feel being back watching Raw at its normal time since you had 3 weeks off from it? Tiring.
It's tiring. It's exhausting to watch, but it's alright.
Robbie says, F Uso, it's all about Gunther. He's become exciting now. Well, don't worry, Robbie. They'll fuck him over and take the title off him and put him on that fuckwad right there because that's what everybody wants. Sophie says it will be interesting who Randy faces at Mania now. Maybe he'll have to face himself. Maybe they'll put a mirror out there and he'll have to have kind of a session with himself.
I mean, my thing would be like, he doesn't need to wrestle at Mania, right? It's not mandatory. Not everybody needs to wrestle. Or Sheamus's match.
Everybody needs to wrestle. It's participation. Trophy WrestleManias. These are Triple H WrestleManias. So everybody needs to have a match. Everybody has to wrestle. Everybody needs to be there. It's not special anymore like it used to be. So it was like they announced a fatal 4-way for Mania with Dom, Penta, Braun, and Finn. See? Right there.
What?
Announcing fatal 4-ways at Mania.
What?
With Dom, Penta,
Oh, yeah.
Braun, and Finn.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. Participation trophy shit all over the place.
We knew that.
That's your guys' Triple H era of wrestling. WrestleMania means absolutely
It's Tony Khan.
squat now.
It's Tony Khan shit.
It's literally Tony Khan
Fatal
garbage.
4-ways and shit.
But
What'd she ask you, homie?
but it's literally
Did you eat?
the dumbest shit. Robbie's
you
like,
eat?
I like Gunther as champ. He's grown into this champion.
Why didn't you protect him, Joshua?
Well, let me put it this way, Robbie. I would rather him be champion than that dumb Uso guy. Let's put it that. Robbie's like, it's all lazy booking. Sophie says when Vince booked Mania, he also put a lot of talent on the card as well. Talent is different than giving participation trophies to just anybody and everybody, Sophie. There's a difference. There were specifics. Like, WrestleMania meant something. Meant, like, it was prestigious of the prestige. That's what you worked for all year round to get to. To make yourself the pinnacle of pinnacles. And guess what? Now it means nothing. It's just a fucking another pay-per-view. It just happens the last 2 goddamn stupid days. And it just has a bunch of junk on it. It's fucking garbage to me. Like, it's not special in any way.
Gunther looks like a missionary, and I kind of am down for it.
Yeah, with his tie, his white shirt, and
like
his
a
tie.
bishop at a church.
And he's all trying to talk to him. And he's like, come on now, man. Come on.
You violated my brother.
You I did not give him the prison treatment. What the hell, dude? Alright, anyways, Sophie says, but WWE has 2 nights to deal with, not one, unlike AEW. I'm sure AEW could probably do 2 nights. And they'd probably give you 15 to 20 hours of wrestling for those 2 nights combined.
Yeah, he just said disrespected.
Oh, God, not that word. Good God. Sophie says there's a rumor that we might see CM Punk versus Roman at SummerSlam 25. Robbie says it is lazy booking, just making all matches near enough triple threats or 4-ways.
Yeah.
It sure is, Robbie.
It's so everybody
is
can get in.
definitely all AEW stuff. And God forbid that, and if you make that analogy, people get all up in arms about it. Yet we watch the same shit, and guess what? It's all the same anymore. It used to be different. There used to be a distinct difference between each company. Now there's not. Pretty much the same crap. There's no creative anything. The storylines are shit. You give fucking championships to garbage because they deserve it. Everybody deserves to be champion. Fuck you. No, everybody doesn't deserve to be champions. It's lame. Zoe says we have a couple singles matches for Mania this year, though. Wow, like 2? Cool, a couple. That's not very many. Robbie says the Charlotte match, is that a 3-way? Not yet.
Not yet, but it will be. It won't be a 3-way. It'll be 1-on-1. There's too much going on now. It's become personal.
Charlotte's probably going to say, either I get that title or you guys will pay. She's probably pissed.
Hug and kiss your family.
How do you sleep at night? Doing the horrible things that you do. I sleep like a baby. Oh no, that guy fell down. Oh, you should get a foul. Cry about it. Cry about it. Cry. 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 Give the old crybaby-ness right there. Yeah. You fell down on your own face without any help, and now you're going to cry about it.
Shouldn't Roman be stepping into this match? Because it's disrespectful to the family and handling it as the tribal chief. That's what I'd like to see. Mm-hmm. Is Roman step in, like just walk out, be like, no, I got this. Loose. And then he wrestles Gunther for the title at Mania.
And then give it to him because it's so much better to have another run of him for 5 years or something.
Just a 5-year run.
God damn.
It's fine. 5 years is fine. It'll be over before you know it.
So it's like if JSU wins the championship at Mania, I don't see him holding it for that long.
He's going to when he wins it at Mania.
I don't think there's an if in place anymore, Sophie. They've made their bed and they're going to find out real quick that he's as terrible as the ones that they pick for it all the time. Just
like Valkyra, just like Io Sky, it's all trash. The only one that's worth anything is freaking, what's her name? Green. Chelsea Green.
It's just funny. So it says we have 3 single matches for Mania. Gunther versus Jay, Charlotte, Tiffany, and Cody versus Cena.
Isn't that terrible?
That's pretty fucking sad.
That's
out
fucking
of
disgusting.
10 to 12 matches, only 3 of them are singles matches that actually might mean something.
Wait, hold on. Isn't there like another one that's single?
I don't know. Robbie says, well, there was going to be the Kevin Owens one.
Naomi and Jade.
Oh, Jade.
Was that one of them?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So Jade and Naomi, that's another one. So there's 4. But Randy Orton doesn't have a match with Kevy anymore, supposedly because he's broken. Supposedly. I don't know how much I believe any of that shit, but whatever. Robbie says he really wants someone to interfere in Charlotte's match and cost her a win. Sophie says that men's triple threat match is kind of unpredictable. Right now they're just doing some rehash trash of fucking Roman on SmackDown and talking and stuff coming out, by the way. If you want to know what's happening or care, that's what's happening. Sophie says we also got Jade versus Naomi and LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you have 5 singles matches. See? There's a lot more. Half of them so far. I don't know how many matches are on WrestleMania. 10? 12 this year? 50?
We don't know.
Fuck, I don't know. They'll probably add 5,000 more.
I think the matches are set. Now they're just adding people to them.
Right? Well, since you want to be involved in this so much.
I mean, I guess if CM Punk goes on to beat Roman at SummerSlam, he could main event WrestleMania one day. Because he wants to main event WrestleMania one day. But I just don't see it happening.
Right.
But next year, I mean, hypothetically, it could happen.
Robbie says it would be fun if that happened instead of a predictable Charlotte win. Yeah. If somebody interfered with Charlotte's match. Maybe.
Tessa Blanchard.
I'll be very surprised.
To set up a year-long feud.
How they'll do that. If they do anything of that nature with Charlotte.
Can't do it.
Can't do that. Roman seems upset about it. He's all sad and crying.
Not WrestleMania.
So that's the main event.
No.
So
Cody and Johnson.
why would he say it's the main event?
Because that's probably the main event of the third match of the second night.
Oh.
They're all main events. We're just going to call every match a main event.
Oh, okay, cool. I feel like that would make it fair, for people.
Hey, listen. It's New Days, new music.
I feel like they should have to change their name.
Well, they're not the same New Day that had all those titles, for sure.
Well, I don't think that they're the New Day at all. I think they need to be a different group. I don't think they can be the New Day.
What kind of day would they be?
Nothing. They'd be the Wrong Day.
Up next, World Tag Team Championship match.
With the Wrong Day.
Wrong Day.
Yes, the Wrong Day. So he says with the 2-night Mania, they could play around with where to put all the matches. I could see Randy Orton do what Seth Rollins did 3 years ago by doing an open challenge. Robbie says Seth with his VR headset on.
Right.
That's basically what it did look like. So he says today marked 6 years since the final one-night WrestleMania with the horrible women's triple threat match main eventing. And he says, I thought they would save this match for WrestleMania.
It's the only women's match to ever main event WrestleMania. That's a big deal. Whether it's horrible or not, it's still the only women's match to ever WrestleMania main event. That is huge. Like,
it is huge.
And it'll probably never happen again. We will never see another women's match main event WrestleMania?
It'd have to be something just
Well,
spectacularly crazy special.
The woman
that
doesn't
they've built
exist.
for like 2 years with the women. Just all their everything just right into the women's division and say screw the men.
Yeah.
And just put everything into the women's division to make it happen.
And they still couldn't.
And they'd have to do it for about 2 years before they could even pull off even a WrestleMania main event for the second night, the ending of the whole fucking
main event.
kebab.
Yeah, not just a...
You know, to make it even worth the time and effort that people would have to watch.
It would have to be somebody from outside of wrestling that's a megastar.
Possibly.
So, like a Taylor Swift, or... Who else is really popular? What's that basketball player?
Which one?
She's
the hated one or the one?
The good one.
Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark. It'd have to be like Caitlin Clark or Taylor Swift or maybe a Simone Biles.
Right.
Is there anybody else on that level that's famous right this second?
Absolutely nobody. So he says, and also that is the same Mania Kofi won the WWE Championship.
Yeah. I hated it at first, but it grew on me. And I'm just glad that he beat Daniel Bryan. I mean, that's probably the best thing that's ever happened. To me, in wrestling.
Sophie says, congrats to UConn for winning last night.
Is that the women? They won another one? How many is that? 40? 45 titles? I swear to God, the UConn Huskies win it every year.
For women?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The only one that ever gave them a chance or that was ever good against them was Tennessee. When Tennessee was good.
Mm-hmm.
When they had I can't remember what her name was. Pat something, I think. Pat Summit.
Oh. Probably.
She went downhill fast. Like, she was coaching. She was awesome. She was on top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Rocky Top, Tennessee mountain. And she got, like, that brain-eating disease or whatever.
Oh.
And she, within a year.
Like dementia?
She didn't know who she was.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, and she died very, very rapidly.
Wow.
Yeah, very rapidly.
Robbie says, speaking of basketball, I got a Bulls new era cap for 16 pounds the other day. Bargain!
Yeah,
Sophie says, did you hear this weird rumor from Brock Lesnar that he is retired?
Yeah, it's not true, but yeah.
Sophie's like, yeah, 12th championship for UConn. Piccolo says Danielson has only won 2 times on WrestleMania. He's definitely lost more on the WWE main stage. Nice. Main stage.
Didn't he lose in 18 seconds at WrestleMania once?
Loser.
To Sheamus? Or was that a different... What's that, not Mania?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Natalia's twins. Comes Rey. I want a WrestleMania match too. I'm 87 years old now. I deserve one.
Mockery of everything I stand for.
He wants El Grande Americano.
He wants El Grande Americano.
He can't handle it, El Grande Americano.
Sophie's Quitter face also lost at every Mania that she competed in. Piccolo's like, yep. And Robbie says, why are the Bellas hinting a WWE comeback? WWE doesn't need them. And they hate WWE. They badmouth WWE. And they said they were never coming back.
And their little podcast that they do, they absolutely said that they should go back to WWE.
Sophie says, now we got our 6th singles match at Mania with Rey versus El Grande Americano.
From?
The Gulf of America.
The Gulf of America.
Although Sophie called that person Chad Gable's alter ego, but I don't believe that.
What?
I don't think it's the same person at all.
There's no way.
I think it's a completely different person. It
Chad...
doesn't even have the same physique, and I feel like it's a taller person. So unless they put lifts in their shoes or something.
Chad Gable doesn't like luchadors.
Yeah,
why would he dress
doesn't.
as one?
I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, there's the roast guy.
He makes roasts?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does, huh? Hinchcliffe?
Mm-hmm.
Hinchcliffe?
I don't know much about this guy other than when he does his roasts, he's fucking hilarious. I don't know if he's a stand-up comedian or...
Weird.
All right.
He was so funny with that joke.
This is going to be crazy.
Bobby...
New tag team champions. 12 time.
Yeah. Bobby says all of that voice sounded a cross between Timmy and Cartman from South Park. Sophie says Nikki Bella also been praising the WWE lately on their podcast. They're backtracking on their hate that they had for him. They basically said horrible things and complained and all that stuff. So now they're backtracking, huh? Interesting.
Isn't there like stepdad Laurinaitis, who is Vince's right-hand man?
Mm.
And we know what Vince did with his right hand.
Supposedly. Allegedly. Don't be weird. Anyways, Robbie, I don't think it sounds like Timmy or Cartman. You probably should go back and listen to them because they don't sound anything like that. Piccolo says, kill Tony. Robbie says, I don't think I will ever have the time PR make time to watch the Bellas podcast.
No.
Yeah, no. No, thank you. Sophie says the Bellas lately have been talking good about the WWE. Nikki was the one that teased that WWE was bringing back Evolution. How much money do you think she's getting in her pockets for it, too?
$7.22.
It's better than the $1 that Natalia's worth. Piccolo says, I think it's going to be the same with Saraya. They're all old news. Like, fuck yeah, they are. All of it old. Sophie's like, you did sound like Eric Cartman. I doubt that.
Oh, yeah. I agree. That's what we say around here.
Piccolo says the E is pushing the future, not them old biddies.
You know, the problem with that is that the future isn't very bright.
No.
There's a couple.
The ones that Triple H has been picking for his future is pretty fucking lame. And definitely not bright at all.
You know, and some of them are already aged. Like Esther, she seems new, but she's old. She's like 36.
Old ass bitch. Old biddy.
Charlotte just turned 39 like 2 days ago. What the fuck? They're the most fierce animal in the animal... What the...
I know, he's weird. Who knows?
Nothing... Holy shit, nothing fierce about here.
Sophie says Saraya hinted that there could be doing a sequel to that Fighting with My Family movie.
Haha, that'd be cool. I got her book. Probably should go get it. Show everybody.
Pickle's like, why? So it says, imagine if you were in the crowd last night for that pay-per-view. Who knows what time they have gotten home. I'm sure they probably were extremely happy that they got their money's worth.
They were in Philadelphia, and they got to see Tony Storm. Mega Bane. And don't forget about Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford's worth standing on your feet for 18 hours for.
Harley Cameron was there, too.
Harley Cameron was there, too.
And she had a puppet, which was hilarious.
Yeah, and she was carrying a puppet. Which was fantastic. So, there.
Ravi says, nah, we don't need another fighting with my family part 2. People was like, oh my god, America's Most Wanted is coming back. Ooh,
The tag team?
Like the show?
I don't know what that is. America's Most Wanted. Was that the one with the guy? When he's dead?
The one that his kid. The reason why he did it was because his kid was kidnapped. Yeah, that guy.
I think he's dead.
Oh my god, why is he dead? Why'd you kill him, Travis?
I don't kill people.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
I'm a wussy. I don't kill people. I have feelings and shit.
Ew. Thought you were getting rid of those and taking care of that problem.
I can't kill anybody because I feel bad.
Whatever.
I would.
Lies.
I feel bad about things.
Piccolo says, and they seen Julia Hart.
Yeah,
Jimmy Chonga says, what happened to the boring 6? I don't know. I think they're waiting for that one dumb lady to do something. What the fuck her face is.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Boring 6.
I don't know if I know.
The Wyatt 6.
Oh, Jesus.
Sick people.
That shit's still around.
I have no idea. Sophie says, Chris Jericho did say that he would be open to coming back to the WWE.
Obviously, if he does, I want him to be a full-time 100% announcer on this. Not announcer, but
A manager?
no. People
GM?
that call the matches.
Oh, commentator?
Commentator, that's the word. 100%. He's funny. He's articulate, and it would just work.
He could have like a list. That'd be hilarious. Go back to his list, dude. Piccolo says the Walsh guy. Yeah, he's still alive. Ooh, alive. Sophie says, I somehow have much better hope than you guys on the future of the WWE.
I don't see it surviving forever because there's no young fans. So
Not enough young fans.
So all the fans that watch wrestling, that are set in wrestling, there's like 1 million, right? Over that or under that, there's about 650,000 that watch NXT, AEW, and those shows.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your younger fans. You don't have older fans watching that shit.
Right.
And so that's the future of the WWE, and that's why that 18 to 46 bracket is so big, and that bracket's just right around like 1 million. So they're going to be right around 1 million in about 20 years, unless they can get new fans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're placating towards children. The only problem is that they're placating towards children with shit.
And
kids want bigger than life stars. They don't want guys with masks on doing flips and choreographed dance moves. Kids don't like that. Kids like big guys that are bigger than life, that hurt people, and Hulk smash. Seriously, like your Avengers, Hulk is one of your top guys because he breaks things and smashes things.
Yep. Not his alter ego that is a wuss piece of
not
poo-poo.
Bruce Banner.
Nobody cares about that guy.
Or David Banner. Or any banner that has a Bruce or a David in it.
Robbie says, so quitter in WWE, is her heel turn gonna last?
I just hope that she loses at Mania and then a couple weeks later they just let her go. That would be my ultimate fantasy about her.
Sophie says, I saw on Twitter that Shame injured himself or something. Not another injury. So you're saying that he's getting old. Bummer. Piccolo says, a list maker, a vendor, arm bearer, arm dragger. Sophie says about the people who don't have Netflix. Well, that's it. They don't have anything on there that would make it so people would want to pay as much money as they'd have to pay in order to see it. That's the other problem. Sophie says, I have seen a kid badmouth Chris Jericho to his face. I'm sure Chris Jericho laughed. Piccolo says, wait, what does Marvel have to do with it? Bigger than life type
because they're built for kids, right? They're superhero movies. Bigger than life. Everything's a superhero. That's what wrestling is your comic books, but brought to life.
But they don't placate to that type of genre. They think that indie booping around shit is what would.
So the New Day won, but they didn't win the tag team titles. Ivar hit him with a chair. Get him, Kofi. Swing for the fences. Now get him, Woods. Oh, he should have hit him with a chair. Now remember, both of these guys have had neck surgeries over the last 2 years.
Yes. The crowd seems very, very excited about everything that's happening. Their faces look like wine.
Here it comes.
No, not the serious neck surgery.
There it is. Both thought their careers were over. Now look at this. Have fun with your neck. Into a steel chair!
Oh, no. So it says Chris Jericho said he would have re-signed with the WWE, but it sounds like he don't like the new people in charge.
Well, yeah, you got Triple H in charge. That's like working for Tony Khan. Nobody wants to do that.
He does anyways. What difference would it make? He wouldn't have probably as much loose creative stuff as he does right now. Let's put it that way. He probably would be put on a restrictive, like how much creative he could do. People's like, oh, retained. And Robbie says this crowd is more alive than the dodo. Right? So he says this is where they saw Kofi win the WWE Championship.
Yeah. Probably this time of year, too.
No, what are they doing? Their friend is gone. He's not helping him. Where's his buddy?
Jump on him, hurry, before they get in there! Go, go, go! Oh, boo. Now, Rhea would beat up every person in that ring. Why can't they? Finally, the New Day has balls.
Robbie says if that was a UK crowd, they would be making so much noise and chants.
Yeah, oh yeah. Those people over there get excited over the littlest thing. Here it has to be like major.
Not even then sometimes.
And then it's still like, yeah.
I think half the time they miss everything that's happening because they're just not even really
on their phone or something.
They're on their phone, not even caring or whatnot. Pico says, did I mention the Bucks are idiots? Pointless SOBs. You can't really complain about something that we haven't seen for a while.
Hey, Bert Kreischer's right behind them.
You better be careful. There's 2 comedians. They're going to have a comedy off.
Oh, shit.
You got a new shirt.
Yeah. He couldn't go out there with his torn belly.
Couldn't have his belly out there doing his norm.
Oh, shit. Can you imagine smashing your phone like that? Why are people mowing? It's going to be so massive. The main event at WrestleMania.
So this is after Mania Backlash is like a couple weeks from that. It sounds like AEW lost a lot of fans after last night's pay-per-view.
No, whatever.
So he says if Kevin Owens can't come back, his last match was against Sami Zayn.
That's cool. I mean, Kevin Owens is needed. So I would never say, I hope he doesn't come back. Like, if it was Sami Zayn, I'd say, cool, hope he never comes back.
He has an injury, too.
Nice.
Remember? Kevin Owens broke his neck or did something to him, too. So now they both got problems.
But I will tell you, Kevin Owens is needed. The WWE needs Kevin Owens. He's actually important. He can play both heel and face. He does it very well. He's a fantastic talker. He's just kind of a weirdo as a human being in real life. But as a wrestler, he's great. Like a future Hall of Famer. Already. Like, he's already a Hall of Famer.
Mm. So it was like, a lot of people are blaming Cody Rhodes for Kevin Owens' injury. Whatever, that bitch did it to himself.
No, it was
like,
a match
Sophie,
before
why
that
do you make up a lot of things?
No, she's just reading it off the internet. I've seen that.
Other people are making it up.
It was from that ladder match.
Yeah.
With Cody, but it wasn't, because he already came out and said that it wasn't. It was from a one-on-one match he had before that one.
Yep. He goes like, he's a great hand. 5-tool player.
It's definitely a tool. This country song's not too bad. I don't hate it.
The artist's name is Shabuzi.
It doesn't have enough steel guitar in it, though.
It's probably just this particular song. Who knows what his other ones sound like? I don't listen to it.
It's a little hip-hoppy.
Most of it is anymore. He's basically taking over the John Cena era of weirdness. Make-A-Wish crap and stuff. I think even if he never would have became a champion, that when he came out with that torn, it was all gross.
Mm-hmm.
I think that made him him. If he wouldn't have done that, I don't think he would be as popular as he is. Champion or no, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it really kind of, the championship part I don't think matters too much.
You need an Uber babyface. But people get sick of him pretty quick, so.
Yeah, so he's got to do some bad stuff here and there. Robbie's like, I still like KO, but they killed him in his latest feud.
Yeah, well, Sami Zayn's terrible.
The fact that he was out there trying to, like, do this Sami Zayn stuff is just dumb.
Like, I get they came up together and stuff, but he already lapped Sami 7 times, you know? Like, you don't try to... I mean, I guess you try to pick up your friend and help him across the finish line. But he's just not there. Sami ain't him.
Mm-hmm. What?
My knee's just popping. Travis Scott, Fiend. Tag team guy, being a singles wrestler, it's not fun. Braun? Is he wrestling Braun?
I don't remember.
Oh no, he's wrestling Dom. Isn't that what he said? Finn?
Oh yeah, that's right. Earlier, I think so. I was like, Travis Scott, I don't get the hype. Never will. That's what a lot of these new rappers. They really don't say much of anything. They just kind of like have like a catchphrase that they say in all their songs, and their songs are only like maybe like a minute and 30 seconds long. It's pretty lame, actually. Like, they don't really have talent, but people like to pretend they do. It's pretty funny. I've listened to quite a lot of it anymore. Like, I have it on a station on the radio and listen to a lot of the new stuff. And it literally is that. It is literally just a catchphrase that they say over and over and over again in a song. And literally the songs are like maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes long.
Okay, so
it's dumb.
When music first started, right? Like people wrote music and they did stuff. And I'm not being mean to any generation or anything. But they started using analytics in music. Mm-hmm. And they started looking at number one hits. And they're usually these one-hit wonder pop songs, right? They're very rarely is it like a major band's greatest song is number one all year type of thing. It's always these weird songs. So what they've done is they go, what do these songs like have in common? Why? And they're like, well, they have a drop. Where it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so they have to incorporate some sort of a drop. Mm-hmm. Then they have to obviously have something that's catchy to say. So basically, it's all written, and I don't want to say by AI because that's the wrong thing, but it's equivalent to it. It was analytics that said, okay, all songs should sound like this if they want to sell. And then you can say whatever the fuck you want because it doesn't matter because they're not listening because they only care about the 808 kick drum and the freaking and the drop and then the other noise that comes around it.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, like, kids could care less what it's saying. And then if it does say something fun, like Jimmy Uso or Jey Uso, yeet, 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 or something, like, it would work. Like,
right.
But it could be anything. Like,
yeah.
Whip, nay, nay. It all's the same. But now, you don't have any real artists that are writing music.
Right.
Because even Taylor Swift, even she's going to do it, but she's also going to do it because she knows it's going to be a hit because of the sound. So she's still using the AI, the analytics, to put the music together so it sounds good, and then she can still write her good music and put it with it. But she's not going to go away from that. She's not going to just play, acoustic guitar.
Right.
Nobody's going to listen. Not the kids won't. Obviously, adults would, but the younger kids wouldn't. But that's what's happened to music. And it's just going to keep going until you don't have artists anymore. And it'll just be computer generated.
Right.
I want a song about ticks.
Yeah. Gross. Those are mites on their eyes.
I want eye mites.
Eye mites. Not eye mites.
And you're going to have some eye mites come in.
Robbie says Penta versus Condom, LOL. Robbie also says there's better rap out there. It's just not Travis Scott and it doesn't get radio play. That's the point. That's what we're talking about, Robbie. Is the stuff that is quote unquote what the kids listen to or what is considered popular or number one or trending is not going to be the stuff that you would hear underneath. It's going to be
the creator of Devil May Cry.
It's a video game.
Oh. So is she blind? Or is he just so ugly and she's prettier than he is? So the love is blind. Is that a new stand-up? Lucky, or is that a show?
I don't know. Probably a show. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, Robbie says, if it doesn't make me snap my neck when I nod my head, then I ain't listening.
See? That's what I'm talking about. That's that analytics.
Then you should like that stuff, Robbie. Because if that's what you want, if that's what you're going for, then you will like Travis Scott. You will like his and Kendrick Lamar and Lil Baby and Lil Wayne. And although Lil Wayne does
Big Baby, Lil Wayne.
Da Baby, Little Baby.
Yeah, Da Baby. I like him. But yeah, they all sound
the same. And it's sad, and I don't like saying that, but they really do. And they play on my radio, because, like, I like to listen to different music sometimes, and so I have it on that station for a while, and they literally start sounding the same, and I'm like, who is this? So I have to look to see who it is, because they sound so alike. Their styles, their voices. I mean, the only one that doesn't out of all of them is Lil Wayne. Like, his voice is so very distinct that you could probably pick his voice out of a
Snoop
group.
Dogg. But
Anyways.
yeah, they've changed music so much, but it's in all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy that writes all the pop singles, he writes them all. Like he literally has done like every pop single.
Yeah, and they've gotten really lazy with them. Like, it's just such lazy. It's like anything else. It's so lazy, it's bad. Robbie says he grew up on underground music since 91 as a kid. Nah, F. Travis Scott, I'm not listening to some crackheads with auto-tune. No, thank you. That's basically every single nowadays on the radio rap star, Robbie.
Dude, that started
every
in
single
2000.
one of them.
You had like Casey and JoJo, and you had Britney Spears.
Crackheads with auto-tune.
She was always auto-tuned.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what ruined Cher, because you listen to what she used to sound like when she sang with Sunny and stuff like that, and her very early stuff, and then once she hit that weird era of whatever it is, I don't know what it is, the popularity era or whatnot. She literally sounds like she auto-tunes her voice. It's fucking sad. Like, it's like, oh, so you don't believe in your own talent anymore? That's pretty pathetic. Like, come on. You should probably believe in your own talent. If you're supposed to be so talented. Do you believe The only one I know that can do it for real is Whitney Houston and Celine Dion.
Right. Christina Aguilera is pretty damn good
yeah,
at it.
she can do pretty good too.
I'm not a fan of her music, but...
Right. But she does have, like, a very good range.
Yes.
That's just being respectful of what she has.
Mariah Carey. Oh yeah, Stand and Deliver, WrestleMania Night 1. $2 p.m. Take it. What are you getting? Eggs?
Yeah. Chocolate.
Not the protein eggs.
No, not eggs. not.
These are mini eggs. They're completely different.
Not chicken eggs. Candy. Not stuff I should have, but having it.
Oh, they don't show it. That's funny. Yeah, well, maybe you should have.
Maybe you should just talk to kind of conversation and ask the questions instead of... And then they cut it off like he's the bad guy. It's so funny. It just makes me laugh every time. I'm like, you guys are idiots.
He'd be more than happy to sit and talk if you let him. He likes the sound of his own voice.
Or have intelligent questions to ask.
That aren't baiting
instead of
or leading.
Biased questions or finger pointing questions.
Well, it's the fact you did this. So, how do you feel about doing this?
Yeah, they don't know how to have actual real journalism anymore. It's kind of gross. They're like, I feel like journalism is DEI very, very, very deep. Because they don't know how to do it.
They just want to sell fear. And how can you sell fear? You gotta market it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make it real. I'm just waiting for my mom to call me one day and be like, "There's the aliens! See the alien?"
It's gonna be great.
I would be like, "Oh Lord, here we go." This is called Project Blue Brook. This shit's been written since the 80s.
Well, Robbie says, big up the crisps. I ate some chips earlier, Robbie. Now I'm eating chocolate.
Oh, we're back.
Chocolate candy.
The Three Amigos. Yeah. So is Braun Breaker going to show up and whoop both of their asses? Oh, drop kicked him right in the knees. 619. Can't steal a move from your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Bray used to talk about that all the time. Because he'd be like, yeah, my son borrows my tools all the time. I never see him again.
Mm-hmm.
It's not stolen.
Borrows. That's funny.
Not a fatal four-way. Here it goes. Riptide. Nope. Kicked him right in the mask. Do you think Penta has his mask loaded? That is not a Mexican destroyer. It's a Canadian destroyer.
Just because a guy in a luchador mask might use it.
He went for that frog splash. 1, 2, and 3. No! Dom gets his shoulder up. His ears are snakes.
You think that's all he hears while he's wrestling?
Penta said on the Twitter that he likes the WWF because it makes you feel important. It makes you feel like you're a star.
Let's see that.
It's the pyro and the music and
Mm-hmm.
the VIP treatment. Oh, he broke his chest muscles. Here it is. 1, 2, 3 or 100. Penta wins. As he should. Clean, smooth, pretty quick. People are retarded. That's a real question. How do you turn 0? Because no other age has a 0 in it. There's no
You
10,
skip them.
20, 30, 40,
Not even
50.
100.
60. Yeah, 100, 2 of those. Nope.
You literally could birth your child, bring them home, and make them a cake with a 0 on it. You could turn 0. You don't turn 1. Well, you do if you're in South Korea. But you don't hear. That's a lot of views.
There he comes. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Who did he just murder?
The guy with the big afro that eats apples.
Carlito?
Yeah. He's dead.
He's old. He could have broken something inside of him.
That was the craziest spear I think I've ever
He
seen.
literally
That's a
flew
gold.
for 10 feet. Like Superman. Dude time. I don't think he was running at all. I think he just like a dive bomber.
It's probably the second best spear in wrestling. Because, I mean, obviously Goldberg's got the best. Like, Goldberg was bigger, stronger, and played professional football and tackled people.
Right.
Or college football, at least. But seriously, Carlito just fucking died.
Carlito's just minding his own business. Balor.
Cheap shot.
Just minding his own beeswax. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy
just comes flying. And he's like, why is he
flying out of nowhere?
Oh, look, he's flying.
Literally flying.
Look behind him. Look behind Finn.
No! He almost got him. He's like, I'm so fast. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll get ya.
Look at it. Look.
Yeah, he literally flew for like 10 feet. Jungle Cat, like, quickness he does.
That's what Bobby Lashley does, that flip at the end. Because he goes so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Goldberg would just destroy people. And I've never seen anybody do it like Goldberg. But that was pretty exciting right there.
So exciting.
Oh no. That's what's setting Natalia off in the first place.
Well, guess what? She's not even on it now. Because she's so lame.
Mm-hmm.
She's not even worth $1 anymore. We knew she wasn't. We knew she was only worth like 10 cents. Even that's giving her too much. I hope she cries about it. Next Monday, AJ and Karrion Kross.
Ooh, Roman's back. You know what's happened is that everybody's turned on Bianca. Like the crowd, like when she was out there, just people boo her.
Oh.
And they were booing her in Europe too.
Oh no.
And it's like, why is she getting booed? Like, she's supposed to be baby face. This is because people like Rhea so much that they hate her.
Oh god.
And of course nobody cares about the other one. At all, like literally. She's like irrelevant. She's like, let me go out with my ass hanging out. Maybe people will like me. Nope. Adam Cole, baby. I don't know all the... I mean, obviously Venom. But I don't know, like, that one.
Robbie says, Logan Paul, can he actually beat AJ?
A for apple, J for jalopy. Yes, he can. He's better. He's just younger, so he doesn't have the experience. But he's everything AJ is, but better. He's AJ, but taller. He's AJ, but stronger.
He's AJ, but younger.
But younger.
He's AJ, but more popular. He's AJ, but
But he can jump higher.
He's AJ, but has a brother.
Yeah.
He's AJ, but just kidding. I have no idea.
He has a prettier wife.
Are they married?
Yes. All? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they married. I know they have a baby coming. I didn't realize they got married.
Sure. I thought he was married.
I thought they were just engaged to get married.
Do you know these masks? I know the first one and the one under it, and then I know the one next to it.
That's Batman.
Yeah.
That's Panther. That's that weird bug guy.
The bee.
That's he can things that Magneto.
Ooh.
Darth Vader. Mask.
That's Deadpool.
That's Deadpool. That's V.
Yeah.
That's Venom. That's Mandalorian. I don't know. I can't remember.
Lantern, maybe?
No, I don't know what that one is. And that one is, well, no, that's not Magneto. That's a different guy. I think that's Magneto. That's a different one. But I know it, but I couldn't tell you who it is.
Anyways, if you had to choose one and get its powers, who would it be?
I don't know. Which, half of them don't even really have powers.
The mask has pretty cool powers.
Yeah, but...
I didn't even know this guy had a power.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't really have powers,
But
and he
Venom,
dies.
you could, like, eat people and shit.
But you have to be compatible with him.
Well, yeah, but to say you are. That wouldn't be too bad, because you couldn't die. You could jump out of an airplane and live. But Magneto would be pretty fucking cool. Like, to be able to warp metal and shit. Batman's ability is he's a billionaire.
He has no abilities.
Deadpool, he can't die either, right? Or something. Like, he has one.
Yeah, he can, like, regenerate. It's gross and weird. Robbie says, or is that AJ is older?
Yeah, AJ is older.
AJ is older.
Quite a bit. Probably 20 years older.
He could be his daddy. He literally could probably be Logan Paul's dad.
Yeah, I mean, Vader would be pretty badass. Like, if you had the Force.
Right.
Like, he could fuck up a lot of people.
That's what I was like. Most of those masks, they don't even have powers.
Mm-hmm.
But, not most of them, but quite a few of them don't have any powers. They're weird.
Hey, there's Carl Lewis. I didn't know he went to Houston. That's pretty cool. You know who Carl Lewis is, right?
Yeah. They're, something...
Oh,
Wachalon? Kareem? How the fuck did he say his name? I said it in my mind earlier. He was there. He is a Houston guy.
Kareem Olajuwon?
Yes, that guy. Thank you. Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, I said it in my brain. It would not come out of my mouth, no matter how hard.
He was
my mouth tried to say it.
Did you know he was drafted in front of Michael Jordan in the same draft?
I think we've talked about that before with people in here.
Jordan went third.
Mm-hmm.
And Olajuwon went number 1. And if the draft was redrafted, like, even later that year, Hakeem would still go number 1.
Mm.
Because you can't pass on a 7-footer that plays for 20 years that's athletic. Like, you have to have that if you can.
Mm.
But then, you know, obviously you wouldn't take Sam Bowie. Nobody even know who the fuck that dude is. I don't even know if he even played in the league. I don't know what happened to Sam Bowie. That'd be a good, where are they now? And then, of course, Jordan, and then Charles Barkley and John Stockton. They were all in that draft.
Yeah, you guys said that was a pretty
Kevin
loaded
Willis.
draft.
Oh, it's the best draft of all time. That one in 96, and then 2003, I think it is, are the 3 best drafts ever. And you probably put them in that order. You might do 96 in front of 83, but I'd probably go 83, 96, and then 03. Piccoli in here?
He hasn't been in here for a minute. For about 30 minutes.
Anybody else in here? Chris in here?
No, he hasn't been in here forever.
Somebody want to talk basketball drafts? I'm pretty sure that's the 3 greatest drafts of all time. The 2003 was LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Chris Kaman. The guy in our league had Chris Kaman in my pants. That was his team's name.
Yes, which is hilarious.
He went to school with him in Central Michigan.
Oh, there's Piccolo. He's like, what's up?
Okay. Greatest draft class in the NBA history. Who you got? Whoa! He's wearing a bathrobe.
He's wearing a backhoe?
Yes, a backhoe. A bathrobe. An expensive one.
I think that's a jacket.
Burn it down, she yells.
I heard her. Hilarious. So funny.
I'd wear that jacket.
Piccolo says 84.
Yeah, like I said, that would be mine. It's hard though because 96 is so good as well, and then 2003 or whatever. But it's hard to go against Jordan, Olajuwon, Stockton, and Barkley. That's fucking huge. That's so top heavy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's more in there that played for 20 years. That just those are your Hall of Fame top guys. I think what's his name was in there too, Kevin Willis. I'd have to look.
Willis, Kevin.
Yeah, it was like a 7-footer. Played with Atlanta forever. But the 96 draft is deep too. I had like Ray Allen and Kobe Bryant and Peja Stojakovic. I'm sure there's somebody else big in there. I'm forgetting right offhand. But that's some Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like I said, 03 is LeBron, who will go in the Hall of Fame. Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. Carmelo Anthony, Chris Kaman.
Piccolo says, then 96, then 03.
Yeah, so he's got the same order as me.
JD win. Throwing things around.
Yeah, that's the order I have it in as well. And it's just because 84 or 83, whatever year that I thought it was 83, but I guess it is 84, is so freaking jammed packed at the top of the greatest of all time. Greatest point guard of all time, arguably, Stockton. One of the greatest rebound. Oh God, he broke his ankle, I think. Maybe not. He's still walking. He's got goofy feet, so it didn't hurt him, I guess. He stepped right on his ankle and his whole foot went.
Piccolo says Iverson and Nash came from 96.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, Iverson and Nash. Yeah, that's stacked. And depth. That one has more players. Just not as top heavy.
Robbie says Seth with some crazy takes. I think that's just normal anymore. I think he's just like the jester of WWE.
His Ulafala.
Oh,
You shopping?
I was just looking at stuff.
To shop for?
Sure, yeah. Wow, Seth's yakking away out here with old Twinkie tits out there.
Kirk Heinrich was another one in the 2003 draft.
Yeah, he left you there. He was so nice to him, too.
No, they didn't like him because he's fat. Did you wake up and we weren't around? Did it scare you? Florida's coming back. You know, they haven't led this whole game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they haven't.
Oh, that was a block three-pointer. Down for a dunk. Nope, just a layup.
His children?
Somebody had sex with that dude? Oh, God. Jacob or Nizelia.
Why did he name his kid after a flower? That's weird. That's just silly.
The drunk. Oh, gimme. Nope. Tear down that wall.
Blah, 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 Seth. All I hear is blah, blah, blah. I wear stupid outfits.
I was. Stop him anytime, Paul.
People's like, what's main eventing tonight? Seth and
maybe?
Paul Heyman talking to each other.
Yeah, it's over. After this, it's done. The main event already happened. It was Braun Breaker and...
It wasn't Braun Breaker. He
Murdering
came
people.
out, but he murdered people.
No, it was Dominik Mysterio versus Penta. Penta 1. Clean.
What's the easiest solution? Yeah, just remove yourself entirely.
Yeah, that mask from Mask is Loki.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You should just stay in my corner. Put him in a shark cage. Kick him in the teeth. Look at his face.
He's like, meh.
have an idea.
Ooh, right here, right now. Situation.
What powers would you get with Batman? A 990 credit score? 100% loan approval? Childhood trauma?
Childhood trauma? Which mask? Which mask did they say?
Batman.
Oh, Batman rap.
A 990
Like, what are you getting? That's what I mean. Like, what are you getting? Like, I don't understand how some of them don't have any kind of powers. And so it's weird to me. It's a weird question. Ooh.
I don't know who Spawn is, but I guess Spawn became God or something.
Oh. Is that the one with the green eyes?
Maybe.
Oh. I have no idea.
Look at him. Get him, Seth. Choke him. Oh. Bend him over your knee and spank
Why
him.
are we beating people up?
Because he's got to put him out.
It's just Paul. Why are we beating up Paul? It's a weird thing to do. It's such a weird thing to do. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. It was loud.
Green Ranger is the green one.
Oh, so not Lantern, but yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Hey, look, finally these two ladies get to go at it. Magnetos would be pretty cool, though. Like, say you're at work, you could just make a paperclip.
Just take apart my whole computer just to make one paperclip.
You suck it out of somebody's body.
Yeah, good lord, poor people. How are they going to work without that metal in there? They're going to be all sad.
Nobody could shoot you. There it is, curb stomp. There he is. He's going to get him. He's going to get Heyman. He's going to get Heyman. He's going to get Heyman.
I was watching Heyman get down, sweetie.
Here it comes. Hurry, Seth. Don't piss around. Give us the gift. Oh. Look at his face. Now you owe me a favor. I want a hand job in the men's locker room.
Because he didn't kill him?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to say. Oh, cool. So good.
Ah! Why do you think you're so strong?
I'm not. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on this lovely Raw. It lasted too many minutes long already. Anyways, the main event was just yakking and schmacking, and all of a sudden, Paul Heyman owes Seth a favor. I wonder how that's going to come out to play. Yes, Paul Heyman is needed in every aspect for everybody. Anyways, thanks for everybody for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. We'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Please join us then if you want to. We'd gladly appreciate it. But otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you then.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.